Dark screen fades into a blood-red moon hovering over the Hidden Leaf village. He massacred his entire clan in one night, including his own parents. Yet, years later, we find ourselves asking, was Itachi Uchiha ever truly a villain, or was he the greatest unsung hero the Shinobi world ever knew? Itachi Uchiha is perhaps the most complex character in the entire Naruto universe, a prodigy whose genius rivaled the Hokage, a shinobi who killed without mercy yet cried in silence, a brother who betrayed with his blade but protected with his heart. Understanding Itachi is not just about his actions, but about what he sacrificed and what he endured in the name of peace. The gift and the curse of genius. From the age of 4, Itachi saw war, not just on the battlefield, but in the ideology of those around him. He was born into a clan filled with pride and resentment, and into a village that walked on a tightrope of fragile peace. His brilliance wasn't just in his skills, it was in his awareness. Itachi understood the cruelty of the shinobi world far earlier than any child should. This hyper-awareness, while making him a genius, also isolated him. He carried the burden of understanding hatred, fear, and politics long before he ever activated his Sharingan, the Uchia Conflict, and the Anbu role. As tensions rose between the Uchiha clan and the Hidden Leaf elders, Itachi, now an Anbu captain, was caught in an impossible position. His clan, planning a coup to overthrow the village, was on the path of war. The village, led by Danzo and the elders, feared the return of another bloody civil conflict. And in the middle stood Itachi, a double agent, a peacekeeper with blood on his hands. The truth is chilling. He was offered a choice. Let the civil war consume the entire village and claim countless lives, or eliminate the threat in secret. That night, under the cover of silence, Itachi made the most heartbreaking decision a son could ever make. He chose the village, but more importantly, he chose peace. He slaughtered his clan, his family, his friends, his own parents, because he believed that sacrificing the few would protect the many. But he couldn't kill his little brother, Sasuke. He couldn't kill the only person who still symbolized love and innocence to him. So he made himself the villain in Sasuke's eyes, hoping that one day his brother would grow strong enough to defeat him. This is where Itachi's psychology becomes tragically profound. He deliberately became what everyone hated, so the world could remain stable. He lived in secrecy, joined the Akatsuki as a spy, and endured the hatred of his brother and village, all while suffering from a terminal illness, knowing his time was limited. Itachi's entire life became a lie, crafted to protect peace and ensure his brother's survival and growth. And yet he never once asked for recognition. He never sought redemption. He simply carried on. It was only after his death that the truth came out. Tobi, Madara Uchiha in disguise, revealed to Sasuke the truth about Itachi's actions. And in that moment, the entire narrative flipped. The supposed monster was, in truth, the protector. The villain was the greatest hero, unrecognized and unloved. The truth crushed Sasuke, and for many fans, it redefined the very concept of a shinobi's duty. Itachi's last words and symbolism. When Itachi died, he didn't utter a curse. He didn't blame his fate. He smiled, and with his final breath, he tapped Sasuke's forehead, just like he did when they were children. "Forgive me, Sasuke. There won't be a next time." Those words, gentle, heartbreaking, and full of love, encapsulate the very soul of Itachi Uchiha. Genius or tragic villain? So, was he a genius or a tragic villain? The answer may be both. A genius, because he could see what others could not. How to manipulate history, events, and perceptions to save the world. And a tragic villain because he chose to bear the sins of that very world, so no one else would have to. He's a reminder that the line between hero and villain isn't always drawn in black and white. Sometimes it's drawn in blood, sacrifice, and silence.